I'm the team
So
captain.
there is a theme to your lunch?
There is. I'm actually a chief in the Navy. I'm on long service leave to come and do this little caper.
Wonderful.
So we figured we've got a little bit of a nautical theme. You might as well use me as a prop.
OK, that's it. Come on, Brent, let him go. So, Curtis, which team tempted you?
I do like a bit of a theme, so it's going to be, am I right, the blue team? I decided to dine with the blue team first because I think they put a bit more effort into it than the red team.
So, Brent,
Yes.
you've got 20 minutes to add all those last little finishing touches to all your dishes. Make sure everything's ready to go.
Well, actually, Gary, our team is ready to go with the experience right now. Everything's going to spoil if we don't start right now.
Fantastic. Off you go, then.
Thank you. Come on, team.
When the blue team tell me that they're going to forfeit their 20-minute prep time, I think to myself, that's some confidence right there. These guys must be on the ball. They must know what they're doing.
Welcome to the captain's table, Mr. Stone.
Thank you very much.
Curtis, please take a seat at the head of the table.
The head of the table. You little beauty. I felt really special. I thought, well, isn't that lovely? They're going to give me the best seat in the house. Then they sat the captain of the ship next to me, which was also really sweet.
So we've got some prawns and some crab meats and
Tell us what you feel like, Curtis.
mussels.
Probably got it on that plate.
I eat it all, so, you know, you go for it.
We've got the seafood platter on the table. Basically, help yourself service.
Australia's seafood is so delicious, so you don't really need to muck around with it too much.
It's a garlic
I mean, it's all pretty standard cooking with that sort of stuff.
I'll have a glass of the Sauvignon Blanc. Thank you. So tell me about the two dipping sauces.
It's just a garlic mayonnaise, which is store-bought mayonnaise, garlic and lemon.
We should not have bought mayo. We have 9 people on that team who know how to make mayo. Why would you buy mayonnaise?
Who's tasted the lobster? What do you think? To me, the lobster's a bit tasteless.
Ah, the lobster's going to come back and haunt me forever, I know it.
How did you buy it?
Whole cooked.
Whole and cooked. You're a little bit in unknown water when you're buying a cooked crayfish. You know, a crayfish should be cooked as close to being killed as possible. If you source great quality ingredients, you don't have to do too much to it.
Okay.
You know, I'm not impressed by the lobster.
I probably did let the team down. They didn't have any raw lobster there, and I would have honestly bought it if I did.
As a cook, I'd try and discourage you from making an excuse of, well, that was sort of all we could get our hands on. If that's all you can get your hands on, don't use it.
Great advice. Thank you.
Yes, that is straight. This is
On the end.
Trevor's next door.
Clear away. Thank you.
The service for the blue team could have been helped out a lot by chilling everyone out. They kept getting up and down from the table. It was a bumbly mess.
There was beautiful snapper there today, and when they came out, I just thought, man, I wish I had hooked on a couple of those myself.
Yeah.
You know,
I think Brent's quite nervous. What he tended to do was monopolise a conversation. He didn't really let many of his other team get a word in. And that's important, especially as a leader. You need to make sure that everybody's playing as a team.
The most beautiful stuff ever.
So it's time to serve the fish.
Can I give you the cheek?
The cheeks are delicious.
I made sure I gave him the fish cheeks and the back of the neck because it's just so juicy and tender.
So you've got a bit of snapper. Tell me how you cooked it.
I scored the meat, put a little bit of the tops of the fennel into it, bit of salt, pepper, olive oil, and stuffed it with fennel, a bit of parsley, and just a splash of white wine just over the top, closed it up and cooked it for 18 minutes on the barbecue. Let it sit, and the fennel and potato bake that we did on the barbecue.
Yum. I'm so hungry.
We lost track of time a lot during lunch.
It's great.
Good.
I love fennel. It's one of my favourite ingredients.
We've only just served the main meal, and he's really enjoying it, but we still have dessert, so we were a little bit worried.
So, guys, just to let you know, we started off with 30 minutes, and we've got about 5 minutes to go.
how time flies.
So at that point, I'm in a bit of a rush to get up there and make sure that Curtis at least gets to taste our dessert before time's up.
Where's the banana cake? Here?
It is in a bag underneath this counter. I'm going to put it in the bowls, yeah. I'm just messing it all up on the plate, to be honest.
Fish cooked on the bone has got so much more flavour than if it's been filleted first, so I really admire your decision to cook a whole fish. It's great. It's harder to do than cooking a fillet, so I'm very impressed.
Sorry to rush you, Curtis, but just so with time, the dessert.
Perfect timing. That was delicious.
Aussie mess based on Eton mess, but more Aussie.
Aussie mess.
Aussie mess.
Yes.
Whose idea was this?
Is that Big Young Kate's idea?
Kate, come over and join us.
Go. Go, Kate, go. Go,
So I
Kate, go.
take it you've never had Aussie mess before.
Aussie mess. I don't know what an Aussie mess is. You've got to explain it to me.
Everyone knows eating mess, obviously. So we've got meringues, some minted cream,
Okay.
passion fruit, bananas, and a mango coulis. Something nice and refreshing and summery. So.
The flavours with the passion fruit and the banana, I love. Delicious. The cream's nice and velvety, and the meringue. I think it works. It's nice to invent Aussie food. That's what we're all about. The blue team has got a real spark in there. They serve a couple of really good things. Guys, I think time's up, so that's my last.
Here's to Curtis, everybody.
Cheers. Well done, Michelle.
Thank you. Enjoy the rest of your lunch.
Come on.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Cheers, team.
Lunch number 2. I love this. So who's been
The
leading?
challenge is we have to cook for the team and Curtis Stone. We get given $500 to go shopping and we have to come up with a banquet.
A whole baked salmon.
It's time for my second meal of the day, the red team.
Do you want me to plate that for you?
The red team used their prep time, and I think it was really wise.
I start plating up the vegetables and just keep my eye on Chris's fish as well. Things are pulling together. We should get this done.
Let's go.
Okay. Superb. I was stoked with how everything came seamlessly together.
How's it going, guys?
Welcome.
Looks like a wedding.
Wow, look at that. My first impressions of the red team was they had it together. They were really calm. I was impressed. The table looked beautiful and they were all very relaxed. Great. I'm sitting here.
Would you like some water to start?
I'd love some water, thank you. This all looks beautiful.
Yep.
You spelt my name wrong though, Po.
Did I really?
I'm only joking. Had my name on my place setting. It was really sweet and it was quite classy. It was well done.
Would you want to help yourself to some...
Yeah, so what have we got here, guys?
Okay, we've got the smoked eel.
Some smoked eel.
Yep, that's eel.
Po, for you.
Oh, Curtis served Po for a little bit. Yeah, it was just friendly, happy, and comfortable. Thomas.
Do you want me to get some food, Andre? Everyone got a drink?
Yeah. Got a drink?
Cheers.
Cheers. Welcome, Curtis. Lovely to meet you. Cheers. We've got some. We've made some mayonnaises also.
All
roast
homemade?
garlic, just lemon and a dill mayonnaise.
Yeah.
Okay. So how did you make this one?
Just the egg yolks, mustard. I did half olive oil, half sunflower oil. And then we finish off with lemon and dill.
That's really good.
And then the saffron.
Curtis commentates on all of the food. He loves the homemade sauces.
Should we clear these and move on to some bigger things? Yeah.
Looks good.
We picked salmon because it looks good in Banquet.
So you decided to cook it in foil, so it's baked?
It's baked on the barbecue, yeah. It's 45-50 minutes, then we left it rest for about 15.
So what was your intention? How did you want to cook it?
Oh, just low and slow. I wanted it to be a little underdone.
So how do you think this is cooked?
I think it's slightly over.
Yep.
I would have liked it a little pinker in the middle. Mind you, it's been sitting there for a while, so I don't think it's been...
Well, I'm not sure that this is the right dish if you weren't sure when you were going to serve it. I think you're right. I think it's overcooked. To me, to serve a nice big fish like that and not worry whether it was hot or cold and a little bit overcooked, you're getting into dangerous territory there.
There's quite a lot of pan juices down the bottom if you want to get into some of those.
We accepted our mistake. We knew because you all make mistakes. And also the vegetables. We created 4 seasons in one.
So tell me about the veggies.
Veggies thinly sliced. The mushrooms just had a bit of oregano on it.
I'll give you a quick crash course.
Yeah.
Mushrooms, autumn. Asparagus, it's the quintessential spring vegetable.
Yeah, right.
Pumpkin is autumn, winter. Zucchini, summer.
Yeah.
So we've gone spring, summer, winter, and autumn.
Oh, so I put the whole year in your dish.
We could call it the quattro stagioni. And they served vegetables from 4 different seasons. That's a disaster. Like, that's the one thing you are not allowed to do when you serve me lunch. When you're a chef, you have to think about what's grown in season, when you can, what's grown locally, and what's good.
Seasonality.
Seasonality is super important.
Sandra and Jeannie wanted to go back to get the desserts prepared because that was their dish.
Jeannie's actually created a fantastic dessert, George's olive oil mousse.
I love chocolate, and I've got a really delicious olive oil chocolate mousse.
We've got 4 minutes left. Let's go.
This is a raspberry. I've had this before. It's almost like a raspberry champagne.
Oh, yum.
Doing fantastic.
Where did you get the recipe from, Jetty?
Friend of ours.
That was quite a lot. It's actually Geordie's recipe with the olive oil. I
thought I recognised
it. Geordie's recipe, and he'll be quite proud that I've used it.
To that, I emulsify 200 mils of olive oil to the chocolate, okay?
You've got to be careful when you ask a Greek chef to do a French dessert.
Yes.
Because they start putting olive oil in it. But
I could have closed my eyes, actually, and be with my own family. It was extremely relaxed.
For me, it just reminded me of, you know, the weekends, just eating, talking, laughing. It's a very European thing.
It tastes delicious.
It works with the berries and the chocolate.
Really nice with the berries. The mousse is very rich.
Have a sip of the beer now.
Okay. Guys, I'm having so much fun, I don't want to leave, but thank you so much for a delicious lunch. I've really, really enjoyed it.
Thanks, Curtis.
Thank you for coming. It was lovely to meet you.
Thank you.
Enjoy the rest without me.
Thank you.
We will.
Fantastic.
Good job.
Beautiful Team Red.
We've pulled off exactly what we set out to do, which is a warm, inviting, comfortable environment with loads of beautiful food, good drink, good conversation. We've done it.
Still ahead, Curtis plays judge and jury.
It's tough. There was big mistakes on both.